We're live. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Hey guys, is anybody around? Is anybody around? Charlie and Chuck are here. Let's see if anybody's around. We don't want to. It's 8:38 Eastern Standard Time. It's me and Charlie right here. Charlie, say hi, Charlie. No, Charlie. Charlie, why are you going down? Charlie, why are you there? Say hi, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Charlie, get up. Stand up.
Having my Joe.
We're
Charlie's
waiting
got
for
my
some
spot.
people to come in. Good morning. Hi, Tommy Stiggs. I knew you'd be the first one in here. Charlie's my co-host. This is my co-host, Charlie. Charlie, say hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm going to wait for some people to get in. Oh, it was 111. We're just going to give an update on the on the games that we attended and that are going on with the team and with Ryan. And just life in general, because I had like a head cold. Well, it was like a sinus ear infection thing. And I lost my voice. I couldn't really talk. And I was just coughing. Right? From down to Richmond, our car was completely green, and it was usually red, and it was completely green. Hey, get up and help me, bud. Come on. Tommy's gonna get mad at you. Say hi to Tommy. Anybody else coming in here? We'll wait a little bit, see if we get anybody. Oh, there's two people somewhere. What's that? Oh. So, excuse me. All right, listen. We've got an audience here. And they want to see you. Oh, it's Mom Rat Hunter. Hi. Come on, they want to see you. So, everybody, this is Charlie, my co-host for today. And this is Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Hey, Don Mooch. We got the Italian Danish here. And Charlie wants some. Yep, here she goes. No. Okay, well, that's all right. Can you guys still see me? This is a testing 1, 2, 3. Hi, Chuck. Mob Rat Hunter says, hi, Chuck.
Hey, Mob Rat Hunter.
How's it going?
How is it? It is very overcast right now, but it's very comfortable. It's a nice spring morning.
We're putting the patio furniture out, finally.
Doing some yard work, making the place look nice.
So this way, when everybody comes over for pasta, it'll be nice.
And Charlie's just hanging out.
Yeah, Charlie's hanging with us. Say hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Charlie's hoping and praying for.
Hi, Gianni.
You guys to throw him.
Charles and Theresa.
Some treats.
Yes, some treats.
We'll throw her some treats.
You could throw her some treats from where you are, and she'll catch them. Okay, we got 4 people in the house. Should we wait a little longer? Oh, somebody's tired still. So it's beautiful out. Do you know what's the temperature, Chuck?
The sun just came out.
It's nice, anyway. Very nice. All right,
temperature I would guess is 50. Ooh, not even. Ooh, wow, it's cool. It's 43.
Wow,
it's
43.
It's 50,
yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
And quite frankly, it's supposed to be all week long, still hanging in the low 30s.
Okay.
That's. I want a little warmer than that.
Yeah.
Looks like next week it's going to warm up a lot.
Yeah.
But
did everybody have their coffee and breakfast? I know we just got back from Tommy's. We had our coffee with Tommy Stiggs this morning. There's the coffee right there. Yeah, we're just finishing it up. And then tonight we'll have our nightcap or whatever you want to call it with Angel's show. I think Angel's going on tonight. And we haven't seen anybody because we've been traveling. So, let's talk about the traveling.
My hair is
Chuck?
great.
He's got more hair than, I don't know, my mop. That's a good thing. Right, Chuck? Right, Chuck?
I'm sorry, I was looking at my phone.
Stop looking at your phone and talk to these wonderful people that come in here.
Theresa, do a one-man show. You could do a one-gal show.
I can't do a one-man show.
You're good at it.
I can, but I want to ask you some questions, all right? Well, can you come in here with me?
Charlie's there.
No, okay.
You can hear me.
I don't want you to see nothing here. Charlie, can you move? 1 minute. Let's move her just like out here. There we go. That's all right. You can sit there, but just we want to move you. Okay, now Chuck can come in. Because we just want to have coffee with our friends. Can you see everybody now? There we go.
Wow.
And Charlie in the middle. Look at that.
Who wants to see our mush?
Look at that.
Look at Charlie's mush. Hi, Charlie girl.
Chuck, a.k.a. Grizzly, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. Grizzly.
Well, I was down at Citi Field a few weeks back, and they do doppelganger.
This is hysterical.
And Matt and I were there, and we had some pretty good seats. And they had a guy that looked like Ed Sheeran. Well, they put up Ed Sheeran's face, and then they came up with a guy who looked kind of like him. And he did. He looked kind of like him. Then they put up this guy, Mike Foley, which is, I didn't know who he was, but he's a wrestler. And I guess he does voiceovers for different things. And,
Yeah.
And then my face popped up next to his. So
yeah, he got on the Jumbotron.
So I was at the Jumbotron at Citi Field. And apparently I look like Mike Foley.
Watching the game at home, and I'm going, oh, looks like Chuck. It is Chuck. Everywhere he goes, he's getting...
I know, it's Grizzly.
Even he went to an Islander game, got on that Jumbotron too, because of his hair.
And then I went to one of Ryan's games.
The good hair family.
Yeah. Then I went to one of Ryan's games and got up on the, I guess I got up on the telecast. They showed me on the telecast sitting there. So yeah, I guess Grizzly.
Oh, okay, Gianni. Thank you for popping in, though. You can watch later. You can watch later. You know, the replay if you, that would be cool. Just hit that like button. Okay, so.
Yeah, hit the like button, please.
Yeah, we want you to like us. So, okay, the minor league games since they started. They started, when did they start?
Well, they started
April.
First week of April.
That's right. Okay, so Ryan's 3 games in. I mean, he's pitched 3 games. He's got 3 games in. And give us a replay of the first 3 games and how he has improved with each game that he has thrown. You know, usually, sometimes you go in, we've had him go in and like the first game is just so totally outrageously great. Great, right? And then maybe the next game, he's lost something there. What's going on? And then, you know, he's got to get his groove. So it's kind of getting into the groove thing. We all know that. So start off with his first game, please.
So what did you see in his first game? What is your take?
I don't know really.
On
I mean,
that first game.
I know you have to get your groove.
Yeah,
you have to get in your groove because it's your first game.
So all last year, they were protective of Ryan and a lot of the Richmond players. They didn't want to burn them out because it's a long season, and after all, it is a developmental baseball league. You know, and so what they did for almost the entire last year was he never pitched over 4 innings. And presumably it was
Do they do
it
that
was
with
in
a
this,
lot of?
it was in their best interest. So
Yeah.
that's what this organization did. So Ryan had come off ailment year where little nagging injuries were bothering him. So they were bringing him along slow, and it's hard to look at it.
Well, injury is not the word.
No, it's not. No,
Because he had back
he had
spasm.
ailments. He had ailments. He had issues. You know, things like that. It was really not ever injuries.
No injury. It
but
was
they
just,
treated him like injuries.
Yeah, they do.
So,
They do.
which in retrospect isn't really a huge bad thing, but it's frustrating because he can't go out there and just perform. He's been in his young years, he's been very, very good at pitching deep into games, and he gets stronger and stronger. So he's one of those guys that if you're going to get him, you're going to get him early, and then he settles in and gets to know the batters. So, so this year, the first outing wasn't going to be very long, but he was on a low pitch count, threw a lot of pitches, didn't allow a run. I think he allowed 4 hits, struck out like 2, and they took him out after 3 innings.
Yeah, we're in New York, Patty.
So his pitch count was high in that first game, but he didn't give up anything.
Yeah.
And then so he pitches every 6 day, or every 5 days. Every 5 days?
Yeah, every 5 days.
I think it's every 5 days. So this next turn he went out there and his pitch count was similar, and and it was 4 innings. They wanted him to pitch 4 innings and a pitch count of 60, I think it was. And so he did fantastic. He gave up 2 runs in 4 innings. I think he struck out 4, but his walks were still 3. So he still threw pitches. And he did an interview after the game, actually with Theresa here. And which is on Theresa's channel if you guys want.
Yeah, a little short interview at that one game.
Which actually,
that was the game in Jersey, right?
Yeah, which is the game in Somerset, which Tommy Stiggs was there.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming out, Tommy Stiggs. We appreciate that. And so,
how do you think you did that game?
So, well, that particular game, he started. He's been one at this level. You just can't throw fastballs by everybody, and you have to try to fool them with things, and you have to sequence pitchers. And he has a very young catcher this year, and Adrian Sugaste, who's about, I think he's 20, and so they had to get on. They're getting on their page with each other, and you know, where the catcher knows what the pitcher can do, and the pitcher knows what the catcher is all about, and he, after that game, he felt pretty good, but he still wasn't happy with him not challenging some batters. He would get the 2 strikes on him, and then he would try to get them to go after things, which brings his pitch count up. But you can't just throw meatballs either. So that's why it's like, again, developmental early stages of the year, pitched very well. His ERA at the end of those 2 games was 2.58 or something like that, which is fantastic. But what he was searching for was what his out pitch was going to be, or his out pitches were going to be, and he wasn't quite sure. It used to be his fastball would rise, you'd get him out on fastballs, and he'd throw sliders and get him to chase. But they spit on sliders, so they take pitches. So he had to evolve, which is what pitching is. So in his 3rd game, which he just completed, it was fantastic for him. He found a couple of out pitches. He struck out 6 batters. He pitched through the 5th inning, which was very, very, very good for him. His catcher and him knew what they were doing. He was predominantly throwing fastballs and cutters with some sliders mixed in, but no changeups, no curveballs. And he dominated, and he controlled, and he walked away from it being very happy with his outing and very happy with where he is. And now his mind and body are getting to be one, and his catcher and him seem to be
in sync.
And it's early in the year, and you don't know what's going to happen in the next outing, but his confidence, which is tremendous, he's always had that, but when you don't have an out pitch, like he would get to 2 strikes on guys and they would foul it off. But now he's found something, so it's very, very promising. So his ERA now is actually a team leading 2.25. He got the win in the game, which made him happy.
Yeah, that was great.
And he's looking solid right now. Very, very confident.
So that's
Does that
good.
answer your question?
Yeah, that answers my question. So he's got those couple of pitches that he wants for the setup. Basically.
Yeah. His metrics. There's different things you can look at to see how he's doing.
What did he lowered his velocity? I mean.
Oh yeah, he brought down his velocity a little bit. He wasn't throwing 94, 95. He brought it down to 91, 92, 93, which I guess gives him more ride. And whatever his metrics show, when the faster you throw, the less time it has to actually move. And guys, it's nice to throw 97 miles per hour.
Yeah, I know, but
if
you lose control.
You lose control, and then you lose movement. The ball becomes flat, and then they hit it. Or you can't throw it over the plate, and they just take it. So there's a fine line in figuring out what is really good for you.
So he found out in this past game that he lowering his velocity
A little.
and taking back control, basically.
Yep, and got more movement and got more swing and misses. He actually had 15 swing and misses on 79 strikes.
Yeah, that was great.
Which is 30% of his 37% of his strikes were swings and misses. So they weren't even fouling it. So it was very, very encouraging. He did give up a home run to the #1 prospect in the Washington Nationals farm system on a first pitch slider. So the guy was just looking, and he just put the bat on the ball. Excuse me. And he hit it to right center field, which is 320 feet.
Oh, wow.
And it went over the fence, and
Is that the #1 prospect?
that's the #1
That's
prospect.
the #1 prospect.
Yeah, which, you obviously don't want to give up home runs, but solo home runs, that's the only one he gave up. And then only 3 other hits. So it was fun.
Cool.
It was good for him.
Cool. Okay.
Anything else?
Baywatcher has a fire there. 100%.
Yeah.
No, we're not freezing, Patty. We're not freezing. We're so used to this. We're so used to this.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's with the coat.
Right now it's jacket.
with the jacket
little
on, it's fine.
a
You know
hoodie.
why? The wind's not blowing.
Yeah, it's very
The wind's
calm.
not blowing.
It's very nice. I like cool mornings, and I like it to get up into the 60s, 70s.
We used to sit outside, we used to go up to Vermont to see his sister and sit outside in the freezing cold with hot coffee.
Yeah.
Just as long as we were warm, we had a little, turtleneck, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we do
we're
fires.
fine.
I'm not doing one today because there's a
burn restriction
till May
14th.
14th, I think it is. Yeah. I don't know why. Because
But we'll do campsite.
I guess because of winds. I don't know.
Yeah, I think because the winds are unpredictable.
Because it's not been dry. It's been very wet. So.
Don't mind our background because we're in the middle of redoing everything here. We got to put the canopy up.
Yeah, look at that. That's a great. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, guys. That's not really good. But that's okay. Hey, listen, that's life. What do you want from us?
I'm sure most people would want the camera on
No.
Theresa.
No.
And not me.
We have too many restrictions as it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, we can't burn from March. It was March 25th to May 14th. But did we have a campfire between then?
We did.
Yeah, we did. Oh, well.
We did, but we're not.
They didn't bother us.
We're not burning.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, it's not like we're sitting out there with
Yeah, it's inside a campfire. It's a controlled situation.
Charlie, say hi. Charlie, say hi.
Charlie's up invisible.
It's Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Charlie. If you go, if you go on Theresa's, well, you're on it. So if you go on her shorts, if you go on her short videos, she was a star down in Richmond on Doggie night.
Oh,
which
yeah.
Which is every Wednesday night. It seems like these minor league teams do
a bark in the park.
Do bark in the parks.
Or what is it? Wet paws. Wet paw. No.
No, wet nose.
Wet paw Wednesdays.
Wet nose.
Wet nose Wednesdays.
Wet nose Wednesdays.
Wet nose Wednesdays and bark in the park.
Bark in the park. Yeah.
I love that.
So she was great. taking her there. That was fun to do.
Trying to get the camera to get both of us because, you know, Charlie's in the middle, but it's okay.
It's all right.
So,
You need
I'll
to,
lean
you
over
need to
like
get
that.
in more. Cut my face off halfway.
I'll cut your hair off halfway.
So, for you basketball fans, the Knicks won last night in the first game of their playoff series, and the Islanders lost in their first game of their playoff series. I'm not sure what the Yankees did. I know the Mets won their, like, I don't know how many in a row, like 6 or 7 in a row. So maybe it'll be a good year for New York to.
Yeah.
I know the Philadelphia Phillies are doing pretty well. A lot of should be a fun year
it
for
should
that.
be a good tri-state area sports. So.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, it's early. It's all early. The Richmond Flying Squirrels are struggling with their offense.
Yes,
so
they are.
So
yeah,
really
let's
hard.
talk about that.
It's really hard on the pitchers because they can't afford to give up a lot of runs. And you know what? What I find about minor league baseball, it isn't always about winning.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
No, it's the learning.
I have a semi problem with that because you have to cultivate a winning attitude.
Well, a competition attitude, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You have to have a winning attitude, and you know, but like for right now, the Giants aren't particularly strong on offense, but their pitching is pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That air conditioner sticks out like a sword.
I know. Look at that air conditioner. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous piece of equipment.
We need a better backdrop. Maybe next time
we need to do more YouTube's videos
maybe
so that we can get some money to get a new. Do you know how old that thing is?
Yeah, that air conditioner.
I feel like I'm
was
ADHD
there when we
too.
got here, and it still works fine.
I can't
but it's
believe
got to be.
It's got to be 25, almost 30 years old, and it's still
works.
fantastic.
I'm waiting for it to drop dead,
it's just,
and I have a backup in the garage waiting to go in,
it
still
just
works. So.
Holy macaroni and cheese!
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not gonna move it until it dies because the thing. I mean, it cools off the whole house.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get like maybe we'll get a Hawaiian backdrop here, and we'll put a backdrop.
A Hawaiian backdrop?
Well, maybe we'll get different backdrops, and they'll look like we're in Hawaii one day or something.
Well, we could do that with StreamYard, I believe. So Tommy's going to show us, or whoever. I mean, even Vinny. Vinny does it. Tommy does it. You could put different backdrops so that.
You guys have any questions for Theresa about her son?
Well, it's your son too.
Well, my son too. But...
It's the Murphy show. When it's Charlie's show when me and Charlie go walking. But I had to get better because I was coughing all that. But
yeah, she's been.
Well, the allergies is just out of control. Out of control.
In Richmond, I don't know what was dropping down there, but I was a mess. The car, I have a reddish orange car we had down there, and
it was green.
It was green.
It was out of control.
It was real bad.
I don't know if you guys get allergies really bad, but I never had allergies until I was like 30, in my 30s. Then all of a sudden they started to bother me a little bit, not a lot. But now it's like full-blown, sinus infection, ear infection because of all of this junk. And it's like, no.
Let me just turn this way there.
Yeah. So, anyway, we miss you guys, so we wanted to catch up. And I think Edwin is on live, Chuck. So I didn't know if he was going on. I'm looking, I'm watching, and I think Edwin is live. So if you want us to come back on later on, we will do it later on after we do all of our chores.
Well, yeah,
we'll say hi.
Once we could do that, we could bounce back.
I don't want to interrupt Edwin.
Edwin,
no, we don't want to do that to him. But I just wanted to quickly come on and say we're here still.
That's a little update on what's going on.
Yeah.
If we get back on, if you guys have any questions that you want to know, any of your kids playing ball, any insight we can give you with all of that stuff that goes on.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about like our grandson did his first t-ball game, and
Matthew's playing.
I want to see if I could do some highlights from the computer. I know people are going to teach me how to do that, but. I don't want to step on toes here. So what we'll do is we'll close this out and we'll come back on and we'll you know, we'll shoot the stuff later on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Around, you know, maybe after dinner. Well, it depends on who goes on. Maybe later on this afternoon. Let's see.
Yeah.
You know, but
Ryan's got a game at 1.
yeah, Ryan's got a
we'll
game at 1.
Probably watch that on MILB, which you guys could do too if you're interested.
Yeah, MILB.
In watching some cool games. Actually, it's kind of fun watching them.
It is
nice
fun.
Venues, and we still have to get out and do a little better. Not do a little better, but we need to do a little bit of the venues because that's what I was saying. We were.
Oh yeah, the different venues. Yeah, yeah.
So we need to do that. You know, it's
Yeah,
just in
every time he
Harrisburg.
gets to a venue, he has no power on his phone.
I know my phone is. Just...
Well, we have to get him. Someone send us a backup charger.
Yeah, if somebody has an extra phone,
you know
laying
what
around,
it is? He doesn't have GPS in his car.
I got an old phone.
He's got
it's
the app.
broken.
No, he's got Apple Play, right? And the Apple Play draws all of the power. By the time he gets to the venue, he has no power left.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I couldn't do anything. My phone was dying on me the whole time. I couldn't get anything.
You're messing this stuff up. All right, everybody, we're gonna go for now, and we'll see if everyone's still on. I hope he is.
Yeah, and we'll bounce on to his, and then we'll get back on if everybody wants to hear something about it.
Yeah. So we just wanted to say hi. We're still here. We feel better. We're feeling better. Well, I'm feeling better. I had a rough couple of days there. But, all right, babe. We'll see you soon, okay, guys? And we'll have some more coffee or whatever later on. All right, honey. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a great day.
Later, bye.
Oh, I always do the wrong one. Okay, here we go.
Later, bye.